So students, we were talking about the rapidly changing technology. You know very well what is the importance of technology in manufacturing, service providing, supply chain, each and every aspect of human and business is impacted by the technology. The day by day advancements, introduction of new technology, the upgradation, the improvement in the existing technology, all these things should be imbibed if you want to be progressive, if you want to keep the demand of your product and services intact in the market, then you have to be alarmed. You have to imbibe the changing technology. If you are not changing yourself with the changing technological environment, then you will fail to perform at the desired rate. It is accepted concept. Okay, you cannot deny the technology, but it is the scenario in Indian business and economy that around 50% of our manufacturing and service providing is based on outdated technology. This is due to the lack of capital, poor infrastructure, corruption, and several types of factors are also responsible that comes from public and private life. So all these factors are keeping our economy lagging behind. If our corporate sector, companies, service providers are not doing good, then it will impact the revenue collection and ultimately it will be reflected in the budget and the fiscal deficit that is widening. It will contribute to that, and the difference between our expenses and our income will always go wide. And if this difference is increasing, then we have to depend on other sources. We have to be dependent on other countries to finance our projects, and it will create a bad impression on the global platform. If any company or any country is not dependent on its own resources, if you are relying on some other countries or economies, then it means you are keeping the control of your economy or your company in the hands of some other company. So it will be like economic slavery, as we witnessed that East India Company first tried to control our economy, then they imposed their administrative rule on us. So we have to learn proper lesson from that. We should not repeat this process again. Next one is necessity for change. Okay, all the environment that are changing at a very fast rate, you have to be alarmed. You have to scan the environment. That's why companies always scan the environment. Even if you are a business leader, even if your company is at the top level, you have to scan the environment. You have to keep in touch with the customers. If the customers need, want, demand is changing, you have to accommodate that change, and the product features should be modified according to that. Okay, that's why the existing business leaders are always doing some homework. They are making strategic plans to read, to know the changing scenario. If the consumer is demanding some more added features, no company can sideline that. If one customer is asking for that, in the long run, there will be millions of customers that will demand same type of feature. So it is good for the company to activate its resources when the first signal comes from the customers. Even a single complaint, single issue of any customer should be dealt with proper effect and expertise. If you are not giving proper consideration to customer complaints, then it means that you are ready to face the negative profit, and popularity of the firm will also be compromised. Okay, the recognition of the brand that was created by the chairman, the MD, the efforts of our team, the professional campaigns, all will go in vain. Even a slight mistake of the company will result in a wide gap. Next one is need for developing human resource. You cannot deny the well-being of your human resource. We have studied this in chapter 1 and chapter 2 as well. Because human resource, I am repeating this sentence almost I think 10 to 20 times in this 2 to 3 months period. Human resource is the most valuable asset of any company. Now it depends on the leadership, how well educated, how effective, efficient you are. If you are not managing your human resource properly, then whatever your technology is, whatever your resources are, you will not do good for long run. Even if for some shorter period of time you can make good profit, but it is 100% sure that in the long run you will always suffer. That's why the good companies, good business leaders, managers always take each and every issue of their human resource very seriously. Even in their selection process, they are taking good measures to choose right candidate and provide them good salary, good amenities, good facilities that will ensure good performance of the company and growth and development of the employee as well. You cannot deny the growth and development of your human resource. If any person is being recruited in the company, it is the responsibility of the leader to ensure its proper growth and development with the growth and development of the company. And if the company is compromising with the development, growth, well-being of the employees, it will 100% going to face harsh environmental conditions, bad performance, compromised efficiency, and ultimately loss or closure of the venture. So there is no need of any further discussion on importance of human resource. You all are aware of.